Lakes or ponds are freshwater resources, and no one can ever imagine they can hide mysterious or terrifying things beneath. And in today's video, we are showing you some of the shocking things discovered by scientists in the ponds. Watch till the end and be surprised. Here we begin. Underwater Jesus. Many people are unaware that Lake Michigan is home to the only freshwater underwater crucifix on record. It's also visible to the public for the first time in several years. The 11-foot statue, which includes a 5-foot 5-inch figure of Jesus Christ, is located about 260 yards from the shore of Petoskey, Michigan. The statue's final resting place at the bottom of Lake Michigan dates back to 1956, when a 15-year-old farm boy was killed in an accident in the eastern town of Bad Axe. His bereaved family decided to memorialize him by purchasing the 1,850-pound crucifix from Italy for $2,500. When it arrived, however, the family refused it because the cross had broken during the transfer. After being sold in an insurance sale to a diving club in 1962, the cross made its way north to Little Traverse Bay, near Petoskey. It was ordered to be lowered into Lake Michigan in honor of a diver who died nearby Torch Lake. It became a symbol of remembrance for all those who died at sea. The first public viewing of the crucifix occurred in 2015, when a record 2,021 people queued to see that historic landmark. However, due to weather conditions, it had not been safe for crowds to return until this past weekend. A giant sinkhole that swallowed 25 tons of fish overnight. Recently, a Chinese farmer from Baisha Town in Guangxi, China, awoke to find that tens of thousands of his fish had vanished overnight. According to local media reports, the helpless farmer, identified only by his surname Yang, blamed the loss on a sinkhole in a pond. "I first noticed the water levels in my pond had dropped at 4 a.m. one morning while inspecting my farm," Yang explained to reporters. "By 9 a.m., most of the water in my fish had drained into the sinkhole. It's as if the fish sprouted wings and took flight," he stated. Sinkholes are common in China. For example, a sinkhole suddenly opened near a bus stop in Heilongjiang last August, swallowing 5 pedestrians. Siberian Maldives. A Russian energy company has warned Instagram users not to swim in a stunning turquoise lake dubbed the Siberian Maldives because it is actually an ash dump containing dangerous metal oxides. Despite warnings that the man-made pond contains hazardous calcium salts and other metal oxides, it remains a popular location for selfies, wedding parties, and scantily clad photo shoots. In the last week, our ash dump has become a celebrity on social networks. The Siberian generating company said last month, warning potential visitors not to drink the water and saying that even skin contact with the water can lead to an allergic reaction. The dump is man-made and contains the ash produced by burning coal at the nearby thermal power station, which supplies energy to Novosibirsk. It was built in the 1970s and is Siberia's largest. The company warned that swimmers may be unable to escape the dangerous waters. In addition, the bottom of the ash dump is muddy, meaning that getting out of the reservoir without help is practically impossible. After an explosion of interest on social media, the company said it had been forced to warn potential visitors that walking along the ash dump is like walking on a military firing range, dangerous and undesirable. Thus, we very much ask that those chasing selfies do not fall into the ash dump, said the energy company. This is the most serious risk. Unfortunately, the warnings have only drawn more visitors and even a fan account called Novosibirsk Maldives, which has nearly 200 posts from the ash dump's alluring waters. Selfie Pond. You've taken selfies on a mountain, in a plane, and on the beach, but have you ever taken an underwater selfie? While the underwater selfie isn't new, one Indonesian village, according to the South China Morning Post, dedicated an entire pond to the extreme self-portrait. Ponggok, a village in central Java, had a problem: poverty and high unemployment. So the village head asked a group of students to come up with a solution to help uplift the community. The astute group identified the polluted pond, which had been used for washing and bathing for years, as a potential source of income. Locals contributed to the project, and the dirty waters were transformed into a crystal-clear haven complete with stalls, restaurants, and submerged props for underwater selfies. You can ride a scooter among the fish, watch underwater TV, and even go cycling. If you don't have a capable camera, you can rent one for 60,000 rupees, approximately R62 at 961 IDRR, every half hour to take your quirky photos. They also have an Instagram account where you can get ideas for poses. And as a result of the influx of domestic and foreign tourists to Pongok, the community has nearly eliminated unemployment through their investment in the pond and surrounding area, owning about 40% of the Turtamandari business that manages it. The rest is owned by the village government. This is an excellent example of community-driven tourism that has helped the struggling village sustainably rebuild itself. Monet Pond, a nameless pond near the Nemichi Shrine in Gifu Prefecture, once housed a colorful underwater arrangement of lilies and koi fishes. It was a beautiful place that few people knew until photos posted online propelled it to fame in 2015. It has since been dubbed Monet's Pond due to its resemblance to the French painter's water lilies paintings. Monet's Pond, near Nemichi Shrine, is about 20 meters wide and serves as an irrigation reservoir, storing water for crop irrigation. This small pond, however, is more than just a farming tool. Monet's Pond, with its clear waters revealing an intricate layout of colorful lilies and elegant koi fishes, is so aesthetically pleasing that it has become a popular photo location among locals and tourists in Gifu Prefecture. According to Gifu Prefecture's official tourism source, the secret to the pond's rare clarity lies in its water source, Mount Koga. Mount Koga is a volcanic mountain with an elevation of 1,224 meters, and the water that flows from it contains rhyolite, a silica-rich volcanic rock. Rhyolite effectively inhibits the growth of microbes, keeping the water nearly transparent. Depending on the season, the lilies in the pond will look different. Water lily flowers will be in bloom from mid-June to mid-July. Green water lilies can be found from mid-April to late November, while colorful lilies can only be found from late December to late July. From mid-November to early December, autumn leaves will appear. Namanaki Pond, which literally translates to nameless pond, was the first name given to the small pond. However, because it is not easily accessible, with no bus stops or train stations nearby, few people were aware of this charming corner in Gifu. Everything changed in the summer of 2015, when pictures of the beautiful pond began circulating on social media. In the years since, the pond has grown in popularity, attracting up to 3,000 visitors during a national holiday in November 2016. After becoming famous, the Namanaki Pond was renamed Monet's Pond. Many people associate the pond with Claude Monet's water lilies paintings. Claude Monet, born in 1840, was a well-known French painter, best known for his support of Impressionism, a 19th-century art movement that emphasized capturing the impression of a scene rather than its realistic details. From 1892 to 1926, Monet worked on a series called Water Lilies, which included approximately 250 oil paintings of beautiful lily ponds. Given how unrealistically beautiful the real pond appears, it's easy to see the resemblance between the nameless pond in Gifu and Monet's water lilies paintings. How to get to Monet's Pond? Hidden beauty abounds in Japan, just waiting to be discovered. A prime example is the once nameless pond near Nemichi Shrine. Remember to keep its beauty and tranquility by not littering, feeding the fish, or flying drones in the area. Getting there. Monet's Pond is best accessed by car, which you can rent or take a taxi to. Alternatively, bus services are available from 3 stations: Junior Gifu Station, Seki Station's Seki City Terminal, and Minoshi Station. So, what do you think about these shocking things discovered in ponds that have left people speechless? Are you too surprised by these findings? Comment your views and make sure to subscribe for more.